The Witching Hour, July 14th, 2025. Like, subscribe, share, comment. 'Cause you're beautiful this way. So, by the great grace of God, I pretty well prayed out the Witching Hour, praise His holy name. I didn't really start before 12. I mean, I did. I was speaking in tongues, but I was kind of like just getting myself situated. So, I really was like undivided at 12. And then I took a quick break in between 12 and 3 a.m. and then completed my prayers. My prayers were 3 hours 14 minutes, and it's 3:35 a.m. right now. So I praise God for Him making me pray out the witching hour. The big thing that I want to point out is the fact that, well, first of all, I need to let all y'all beautiful folks know that as I do in all my videos, pay your tithes and offerings. Pay your tithes and offerings, you guys. Oh my gosh. Help the poor. If you want to experience miracles of God, that's how you do it. Pay tithes and offerings, help the poor. Jesus said, what you do unto the least of my people, you do unto me. And tithe your time to the Lord. You know, there's another TI. He and I are the same age. We're just a few months apart. Man, this guy, oh my gosh. He's an overt TI. And I mean, he is not looking good, y'all. And look at me. Other than the fact that I'm unshaven and I look scruffy, you can tell that God has put within me vigor and alertness and joy, you know, in the midst of being an overt TI. And this guy, I mean, he just looks worn down. We're the same age and he looks older than me, like like 10 years older than me, and we're the same age. And you know, he survived a stroke. He had a stroke about 3 or 4 months ago, so that didn't help. But God allowed him to survive the stroke. You know, I'm like, we're the same age. If I was stressed out like he is stressed out all the time, stressed out, anxious, fearful, I could have a stroke. But the Lord don't have this program weighing down on me like that. And tithe your time to the Lord. 10% of your day is 2 hours and 24 minutes. So that's really the minimum you should be in prayer every day with the Lord. If you do these two things, give the Lord at least 10% and let Him guide you, because we are to pay tithes and offerings. So really, it should be more than 10%. Let Him guide you and submit to Him as far as how far above 10%. But help the poor. If you want God to save your life, you save human beings' lives. And you can do that by sponsoring children in the third world through World Vision. You can do that by helping out folks who are homeless. And so they've been hitting me in my feet and in my legs. And it's interesting because if any of you have suffered from depersonalization, you know that it can be very, well, it's not physically painful. It's such a bizarre experience, and the experience varies. There's many iterations. It's not like it's one thing, but they were hitting me in my leg, and it was causing these depersonalization like episodes to want to onset in my legs. For me, it will make it feel almost like the tendons and the ligaments and the bones, where the bones connect, they are all trying to come apart. That's how only way I can describe it. I haven't actually experienced that in probably in decades. So they're trying to they trying to fine tune this program, and they're always looking for new ways to try to get at me. But God always delivers me from all of them. Praise His holy name forever and ever. And so I'm meditating on the light and love of the presence of God, and it's like, instead of it feeling totally like annoying, like when somebody, if you're an older person like myself, when they had blackboards, they had chalkboards, particularly when I was a young kid, um, the teacher would just scratch the chalkboard. If the students were acting crazy, they would just scratch the chalkboard, and the whole class, because almost everyone would be impacted by it the same way. It's so terrible. It's not physically painful, but it causes such extreme discomfort that you're just like, ugh. And all the kids would just stop acting crazy. And so, um, It's like that with me. But as I meditated on the light and love of the presence of God occupying the same space in my leg and in my legs, so they were trying to do it to both legs, um, it actually felt good. It only felt good because of the presence of God, though. And it stopped making it seem almost painful to where I had to tighten up my muscles. Or I used to have this, like, I used to get this in my knee a lot, maybe both knees. And I remember I would grab my knees and I would have to stick my nails into my knees and cause physical pain. It was almost like I was trying to pull my knee back together from falling apart. So depersonalization is one thing that can happen from a lot of extreme abuse. I experienced a lot of extreme abuse growing up. So yeah, I mean, God's above depersonalization. I mean, they're trying to do what they're trying to do. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to try to, not let you survive, not let you have life, let alone be content and happy. But God's doing the exact opposite because they all see me smiling. You don't see me bitterly complaining about it. You see me joyfully praising God at how well He saves me from all of this. I just meditate on Him like He told me to do. Meditate and imagine the light and love of His presence inhabiting or occupying that same space where they're hitting me. And He cushions me from it. He absorbs it. He shields me from it. And God has this for you guys. You guys don't ever have to be bitterly complaining about the targeting and just, when's it going to end? When's it going to? You don't have to. That doesn't have to be your reality. But, pay tithes and offerings. There's serious consequences if you don't, but the blessings if you do. I'm telling you, God is going to do for you like He does for me and make this program like it's not a big deal, because to the Lord, it's not a big deal. He can save you through it. Just like He carried Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego through the fiery furnace without being burned, singed. When Nebuchadnezzar called them out of the furnace, they didn't even smell of smoke. That's almost to the degree that the Lord carries me through all this targeting. It just like the fire had no effect on them, the Lord doesn't let this program have any effect on me hardly ever. I know it's happening. I know the Lord's using it to purify me and to purify my heart. It's not because I've done horrible crimes or I'm about to do horrible crimes, but it's the heart. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. And with that being said, if you are in the right circumstances, you will do horrible things. So the Lord's purifying my heart so that, out of the heart springs the actions. Out of the mind springs the actions. And so God purifies. He uses this program to purify my heart and my mind. But He doesn't allow this program to dominate me, to overwhelm me, or to be, this really horrible, terrible, burdensome thing. And God has that for you. Follow what He tells me to teach and preach, and it'll be your reality. God bless.